Cleveland Browns DeShone Kizer, October 24, 2017 Gallery Cleveland Browns DeShone Kizer, October 24, 2017 London Hey, Mary Kay Hey, Mary Kay is Josh Rosen better than DeShone Kizer Christian Ward, Creswick, Australia Hey, Christian I've talked to scouts who love Josh Rosen, and I've spoken to others who have very real concerns about his maturity. One of them likened him to Johnny Manziel. If the Browns decide to draft a quarterback high, and chances are they'll have to even if Kizer continues to improve this season, they must do a ton of due diligence on Rosen. Unfortunately for them, USC's Sam Darnold's stock has fallen some this season, and he might even opt to stay in school. But there are other good QBs in this class, including Wyoming's Josh Allen. Too bad the Browns have to consider it, and too bad for them they'll be picking high again. Hey, Mary Kay, I have an opinion on number 1 pick Myles Garrett but would like to know yours. Do you feel he'll play more games in a Browns uniform during his career with them or miss more games? Mine is he'll miss more than he'll ever play. Robert Sams, Parkersburg, West Virginia. Hey, Robert the First disagree. I think he'll recover soon from this concussion and come back and make an impact in the second half of the season. He does have to take extra care with his feet and ankles, but as long as he manages them, he should be fine. The good news for the Browns is that he's looked great in the games he's played, and looks worthy of the number 1 overall pick. He leads the team with 4 sacks in his 3 games, and was still not even 100% after missing the first 4 games with his high ankle sprain. Related, Browns evacuated from team hotel in the middle of the night. Hey, Mary Kay is Kenny Britt actively working to get himself released. Frank Vary, Wellesley Hills, Massachusetts. Hey, Frank, I've wondered that myself at times this season, but I don't really believe that's the case. I think Britt got off to a bad start with the Browns, and things snowballed from there. It just seems like he keeps digging a deeper and deeper hole for himself and can't get things turned around. It started with a red zone drop in the preseason game, then one in the opener and a meeting with Hugh Jackson to step it up. Then came being sent home from Houston and getting fined for missing curfew. On top of that, he's caught only 10 passes for 128 yards and a TD. But DeShone Kizer came to Britt's defense here in London, and believe he'll step up and be the number 1 receiver the Browns need him to be. Hey, Mary Kay, with all these questions around DeShone Kizer and his ability to be a franchise quarterback, isn't anyone asking about the wide receivers? Our last statistically competent quarterback 2007 was Derek Anderson, who was at least throwing to Braylon Edwards, Kellen Winslow and having Jamal Lewis in the backfield. We have Isaiah Crowell as our 2017 version of Lewis, but it appears no WRs. Not every quarterback can transform practice squad bargains into all-star receivers, but an all-star receiver can transform a practice squad QB into someone competent. Why is there not more talk of drafting a wide receiver versus giving up on Kizer? William, Quantico, VA. Hey, William the First, actually think we've been harping on the receivers all season long, and for good reason. They haven't come close to living up to expectations, and have been a liability at times this season. Corey Coleman is still out for at least 2 more weeks with his broken hand, and free agent pickup Kenny Britt, who's making $10.5 million guaranteed this season, has only 10 receptions in 5 games and is on pace for 28 catches this season. That's almost $360 per catch. The Browns' 2 healthy 2016 drafted receivers, Ricardo Lewis and Rashard Higgins, haven't yet made that big second-year leap. Lewis has 21 receptions for 250 yards and no TDs, and Higgins has 13 catches for 136 yards and no TDs. In the past 2 seasons, the Browns have passed up chances to keep some of their own good receivers such as Travis Benjamin, Taylor Gabriel and Terrell Pryor, and have failed to add some other productive ones in free agency. So the notion of building up the roster and then adding the QB is a myth. Even if they draft a QB again high next year, they'll still need to add 3 new receivers.